Hello and welcome, Geminis. This is going to be your weekly reading. Now, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Gemini placements. Before we get into the reading, there's some updates I need to let you guys know about this channel. I'm prefacing all the weeklies for this week to let you guys know. Starting next week, there's going to be more of a set schedule. What I mean is, Mondays, I'm going to do the weekly fire sign readings. Then Tuesdays are going to be Earth. Wednesday's going to be water, and Thursdays will be Gemini, air signs. So this is going to be for the following week. So the readings I'm doing now, this is for next week, 10 to the 16th, but starting next Monday, those will be for the following week and every week after that going forward. So just a heads up, we can get into the reading now. These are general. When I say general, just means it may or may not resonate. So let's say you're watching for your sun placement. If that does not resonate, go check your moon rising or Venus placements, and most likely one of those will resonate with you. So let's see what we get. Spirit, what message do you have for Gemini? Sun, moon, rising, Venus placements. This is for the upcoming week. Messages for my lovely gems for the upcoming week. Messages do you have for Geminis for the upcoming week? Okay, so we're going to pull. First up, we have, okay. Do you guys see that lovely Four of Wands being the very, it flew around, being the very first card? It's lovely. Four of Wands could indicate a union. It's a very peaceful home kind of energy. Also, it is my marriage card. You see the two doves flying above, right? There's some romance here. Yeah, there's some romance happening or some love. It may not be passionate, invigorating, exciting. Like I did Libras, and let me tell you, it was very intoxicating. This is very home, safe, secure kind of love, right? Or foundation or connection. I love that for you guys. So we also have the Six of Swords. So what the Six of Swords is telling me, it hasn't always been that way. So for some of you guys, this is with someone you've had kind of a rocky period with, and you're coming out of that. Six of Swords can also indicate that you are taking a trip. Maybe you're taking a cruise, just because I see the boat, but it also can just indicate going on a trip. And usually it's not a long trip or like too long distance. It's usually, within, close by. So yeah. So the Four of Wands that you're experiencing this week, it's probably coming out. It's probably coming after some rough moments, right? Whether that was arguments, whether that was, issues, maybe the start of this connection, it feels a little rocky. So you could have been mixed up with someone else, or they could have been mixed up. You both could have been in other situations. Like how it started, I'm getting it kind of started like that. Like you may have had someone, they may have had someone, or you were ending something. Let's just say you were in the process of ending something and you met them. So yeah, I'm getting that energy. Nine of Wands. Yeah, the wounded warrior. It's been a fight. Okay, so there must be some love between you, because for anyone to be this tired and exhausted, they're not fighting for anything. They're fighting for something that means a lot to them. Okay. So I do understand that whatever this is that has been draining, I feel like it's coming to an end this week. And for you guys with the Four of Wands, you're gonna realize, okay, it was worth it. It was worth that. Whew, some people could stick things through, right? And I know, because I'm doing this reading for you guys, Geminis, you don't really wait on, like if it was like you were waiting for something to end or they were waiting for something to end, I know you wouldn't just be waiting on someone without reason, right? Because you will usually be like, oh, I'm not dealing with this, and moving on. That's how I can tell the importance of them in your life, and vice versa, because you would have been on to the next. You truly would have. So that kind of puts me in a space where, okay, it must have been worth it if Gemini, was waiting or, sticking it through. So we have Judgment, right? This is kind of the after, like where the cards may lay now, like where's things now. And for some of you guys, as I said, it was worth the fight. It was worth the fight. It was worth the wait. It was worth the stuff you had to deal with to get here. Because sometimes people have, like, when you get out of relationships, it's hard, right? Especially, I feel like there could have been some pettiness. Let's say you were in the process of divorce, which takes a while, depending on where you are. I know in the United States, and then in the United States, there's different states, right? And depending on what you have or how long you've been together, it can be long. So let's say that you were someone, you could have been separated, or the person you were dealing with separated, and it was towards the end of that separation, because some states you have to be separated for a year before you can go through the process, right? So it's like you haven't been dealing with this person as long, and then at the end, where you're able to start to get to the divorce, it's like, okay, why are we delaying this, right? And then someone could be petty, they wanting this or wanting that, and it's dragging on and on and on. And you're like, I'm just trying to move on with my life. So for some of you guys, hey, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Finally, what you put in, the things you put into someone is finally starting to show. Okay? Hierophant. Ooh. I love Hierophant energy. It's Taurus energy, but it's not that just Taurus. It could be a person of the cloth. Like, you see this is masculine, wise energy. But it also indicates, some type of ethics and morality, and someone believes, strongly in that. So even if you want to deal with someone, or some of you guys was like, hey, I don't want to involve you in this. I want my hands free of this situation before I bring you in. And that could cause stress, especially if you're like, I just want to be with you kind of energy. But I like that someone maybe has a very strong morality or code of ethics, where they're like, I want to come into this right. Now, hey, things happen. Emotions can make people, do things they haven't done before. Like, come on. There's no judgment on this channel. I read the cards. I'm not here to judge you guys. Even if they weren't finished with their situation, listen, whatever. Seven of Pentacles is telling me that I feel like some of your investments have been growing with this person, because now they're showing up more. The connection's deeper. The way you started may have been rough, but you're actually closer, and you're probably closer, in a shorter period of time than it would have been if you were just getting to know each other, no issues. So like you're tackling issues early on, which makes you guys realize that you guys can be here for a long time. Four of Cups. Yeah, there was a period in this connection where someone had to kind of step back, and someone felt neglected, felt like they were put on a shelf while this person went to handle other things. And that's rough. That could be very rough, especially, as I said, if the feelings that I'm getting that you guys have towards them. And remember, this could be, if you're cross watching, anything could be vice versa when I'm doing my reading. So please take that into account. But on this end of whoever this is feeling this way, they felt like someone put them on a shelf while they went to handle this. And it just really sucked for this person, okay? It really sucked. So we have the Emperor, Aries energy. So it can be an Aries you're dealing with. Actually, Aries is coming up a lot. We are in their season. So like, if you check Libra's reading, if you have Libra in your chart or dealing with a Libra, the Emperor came out there too. The Emperor has a lot to lose. So now, if they're getting a divorce, or if they're breaking up with someone, they live with someone, or split, whatever it is, they have kids, whatever that is that the Emperor is dealing with, they have a lot to lose. So that's why they don't want to make the situation worse than it is. And they're very mature. So they're not going to frivolously, like, just go off and whisk you off, knowing they have to still handle this. That's not how they handle things in life. They No, because they know they have a lot to lose. When you have a lot on the line, you move very different than people who don't have a lot on the line. No judgment. But if you care about anything you have, like, why build all that to just watch it crumble for your own mistakes? And they know that this person, they make decisions. And that's probably what you like about them. Because as an air sign, Gemini, mutable. Sometimes you're like, okay, decisions, or you can change your mind a lot. I feel like you guys can change your mind a lot. And having this person that's so firm, and they just so confident in their choices and their decisions, that's the thing that got you when it comes to them. And I understand it. So I want to get to the advice portion. I know, because I feel like it's been rough for some of you guys. It feels like this connection's been wanting to get off the ground, but it just couldn't, because so much was going on. So let's see what advice we have for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What advice do you have for Geminians? Spirit, what advice do you have for Geminis for the upcoming week? So we do have 2 cards. Oops, we're not going to take all those. So we're going to put 1 and we're going to do 2. I usually like to do 2 to 4. So we'll see if another card or 2 comes out. But if not, we'll just take those 2 cards. Any other advice for Geminis for this week, Spirit? Any other advice for Geminis for this upcoming week? All right. There's too many Geminis. We'll just take the 2. So where are we at? Okay, we're at 10 minutes. So first up, we have, Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. This, to me, this is Sag energy all the way. Running free and wild. So maybe you're dealing with a Sag. It doesn't mean you are, but it just gives me their energy in there, your opposite sign. So freedom is yours. I feel like when you kind of let go of trying to control, like you were free, you let it go, you let spirit have it. You're like, at first it was like you try, you maybe text them, like when you felt this 4 of Cups period of them kind of not prioritizing you. Initially, it made you kind of want to chase a little bit more, but then you realize, oh, okay, and you pull back and you step into your power, your freedom. Like, I don't have to wait on this situation. So you kind of just poured into yourself. I'm not saying you went dating. Maybe you didn't even go looking for anyone else. Maybe you just deep in your heart knew this was the person you needed to be with or who you wanted to, continue with. So instead of, maybe you just was like, okay, what can I do more at work or my personal life that can, it's more of distractions and staying active and staying busy and seeing your friends maybe. Like, let me go to brunch. Let me dress up. Let me go pamper myself and get my hair done or cut or colored or, get me a new outfit or get my nails done or get a new perfume or a new cologne. Men, women, doesn't matter. So yeah, I love that. And what happened when you do that? Here comes everything falling into place. Here comes this person with this offer that you would like. And maybe it's not like a complete offer because they're still, like, as I said, processing and maybe they want to move slower, but it's like, hey, I can't make that decision. We have to let things be what they're going to be. Now, that can be hard, I know, but you guys can do it. So we also have Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. So 48 breaks down to a 3, another 3. So we got 333 basically. If you're into numerology, I like to say the numbers. 3s are communication. Time for a beginner mind means learning something new. So some of you guys, this situation is kind of like you have to go into it as like this is new to you. Like maybe you've never been in relationships before. If you have, this is completely different. So you have to come into it fresh minded, ready to learn, ready to, see what it brings you, okay? So that's the advice I'm getting for you in this situation. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I really greatly appreciate it, guys. So just want to take this time to just thank you, whether you're subscribed or not, all viewers for supporting this channel. Thank you so, so much. That's all I can say is just thank you, thank you, thank you. And I really hope you have an amazing day and hopefully, as I said this for the week, amazing week. All right. Bye, guys.